Și ar trebui să fim live. Ar trebui să mă vedeți și pe mine într-o secundă. Chat, bună dimineața! A doua zi de Bucharest Gaming Week. Aici la TCG Arena avem 3 turnee principale astăzi. Hai să zicem 2 turnee și un show match. Cred că este mai o reprezentare mai bună a situației. O să începem cu un turneu de One Piece. 4 runde Swiss, cred. Nu știu exact câți oameni sunt. Urmează să aflăm. 3 sau 4 runde Swiss. Urmat de un show match de Magic, care o să dureze aproximativ o oră, începând cu ora 2:30, 3, aproximativ. Și o să terminăm cu un turneu de poke, în jurul orei 3:30. Iarăși, probabil 3-4 runde Swiss. Pentru OP, îi am aici lângă mine pe Crips și pe Artegor, care vor comenta acest turneu de One Piece, așa că o să pasez microfonul direct către ei. Good luck and fun, guys.
Hey, thanks, Andrei. Thanks for having us. It's an honor, guys. Hopefully, we'll have some fun, watch some good games. I'm accompanied by my friend here, Artegor.
Yeah, glad to be here, man. The vibes are amazing. I'm here with my homie, Crips, chilling, ready to have some amazing games, some fun games.
Absolutely. The first game is really interesting. We have a couple of dual color leaders, which is really, really nice. We have Mihai versus Mihai, the battle of Mihais. OP12 Koala, very interesting pick.
Yeah, so since they're both 4-life leaders, they're both squishy, so the play field is quite even.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Having that extra life as a monocolor leader definitely gives you kind of a leg up on your opponent if they're playing like dual color. So they would usually try to, counter out first, try to be a bit more aggressive to kind of level the playground. However, having, 4 lives versus 4 lives is going to be really interesting. Also, both decks having access to yellow, which enables the heal factor, especially with the Kuma, right?
Yeah, man, I can already see that Kuma spam with the dragon in the Koala deck is going to be amazing. I'm ready to see like 14 lives.
Yeah, actually, in that matchup, Koala does have the upper hand, I think. Even though Nami's leader effect is really interesting, investing that 1 Dawn into your leader to kind of trash a brick, make it a 7-cost leader, a 7,000 power leader when your opponent is attacking. However, Koala has Kuma searchable because Rev Army, and recyclable. Because we have Dragon. Dragon, the 8-cost Dragon, amazing card in that deck. Definitely could be the decider here in this matchup. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting to watch. I'm really glad we got this as our first match.
Yeah, it's the Kuma spam is going to be amazing. I can't wait to have it.
Yeah, there we go. So we're starting
screen.
up. We're starting up. Maybe we can talk a bit about the leader effect. So we have Nami pulled up right now. So your turn, once per turn, this effect can be activated when a card is removed from your opponent's life card. If you have 7 or less cards in your hand, you get to draw 1 card. So that's that draw engine from the blue color, right? Also, Dawn X1, when a Dawn is attached to your leader, on your opponent's attacks once per turn. We were talking earlier that trash the brick, right? Your leader is 7,000 for all the attacks.
Yeah, indeed, that can make the leader very tanky. Like
Absolutely.
A 7,000 power each turn. That's quite bulky.
It's a wannabe Roger, pretty much, if you'd ask me, foreshadowing OP13. Oh, no.
Yeah, we have Roger at home.
We have Roger at home, absolutely. And Koala also. Koala has that little, tiny hidden effect that not a lot of people talk about because everybody thinks BY Koala, oh, no, okay, I can't play my top end, right?
Yeah, but against decks like NL, Koala is very useful because NL adds a life with his effect and she can pretty much trash it.
Yeah, so you see here we're starting off with Yamato into a swing into Koala, which Mihai counters out of, into a Hiyori, swapping his bottom life for a card from his hand into the top life, potentially adding a trigger factor, making Koala kind of think about, okay, do I really want to give him that trigger or not? You see here a 5k swing into the leader, which he's going to trash Brick because he has a Dawn attached to his leader for the leader effect, making Nami a 7,000 power leader for the remainder of this turn. Tapping for playing the blocker.
The blocker hack.
Yeah.
To pretty much have a counterplay against low-cost characters that the opponent's pretty much going to play in the first turn.
Yeah, we got Lucky Roo at home, right?
Yeah.
We got Lucky Roo at home.
Yeah, it's pretty much Lucky Roo, but a fish.
Yes. All right, going to the 5 Dawn turn. I guess Mihai has a couple of options here, especially on 5 Dawn.
Which Mihira are you talking about?
Okay, sorry. Nami. Okay, maybe we should stick to the
Yeah.
leaders. So Nami player has a couple of options here, and we are gonna see a six. That's a 6K swing, I believe, with the Yamato, and then a
Yes.
7K that the life will be taken to activate that Nami effect, where he gets to draw a card, and then he passes turn. We see now Koala on a 6 Dawn turn. Do we see it? Is it already there?
I don't know, man. There's a potential play that can happen, but maybe not.
All right.
Maybe it's going to be a first attacking, yeah.
Okay.
Removing
And
that
6
prep
cost
body.
Kuma is okay.
Oh,
There it is.
okay,
We're
okay.
starting. We're starting. Nice.
It's
6 Dawn on curve Kuma.
Yes, it only took like 3 turns. You
is
love
gonna
to
be-
see it, man.
Love to see it. All right, 5K swing into the Koala. We're gonna see a 1K counter out with Pudding. Interesting choice, actually, dropping out Puddings. We know that Nami usually runs 4 Puddings in the deck, and
Yes.
Pudding is such like a powerful card, especially against opponents who kind of stack their hands. But I think in this matchup, I don't think Koala does want to stack her hand. We see a 7K swing into lead here, which again is taken very easily just because we got that free life from Kuma.
Of course. And also the fact that Nami chose to counter with Pudding may mean also that he has another Pudding in hand.
Most likely, yeah, most likely. We'll see if that's going to be played this turn. We see a 5-cost Boa from PRB coming out for Nami, and then passing turn. Now we are on 8 Dawn, Koala turn. Let's see, there's a lot of plays here. I think Dragon definitely would be the most optimal. Potentially even another, we're going to see a Searcher Koala coming out. We're going to look at top 3. We're going to try to find a Rev Army character, trashing the rest.
Okay, so the fact that we are talking about Kuma like being pretty much the Jesus of yellow is the fact that his ability is as follows. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, so you can pretty much trash any brick you have in hand. To add 1 life or 1 card from the bottom, from the top of your deck to your life. And also, that's only the on-play effect. If that Kuma dies, that effect repeats without the hand trashing thing.
Yes.
So it's pretty much you get 2 life.
Yeah.
And a huge body with a counter, by the way.
With a 1K counter, that actually
Yeah.
makes the card that much more oppressive just because of the fact played on curve, 7,000 body, 1K counter,
Yeah.
and you get that heal on play, on KO, and not just that, you also he also gets +2 cost to kind of counter removal from other removal decks that rely on cost. And now we're seeing that 6 cost Nico Robin blocker that is gonna force down the hand size of the Nami player. Trash 1 card, your opponent gets to trash 2 card. It's again a 6 cost 7,000 blocker, and we're gonna see a 7K swing here with the trigger that came in
sure.
earlier from Hiyori.
Yeah.
Which is again wonderful. Let's put a 6,000 power body that on KO will heal you.
Will heal you, yeah.
Damn, yeah, yellow violence, man.
Man, yellow is violence.
Yellow
pretty
is
much.
violence, yeah. All right, so we're gonna see a block on the second attack. Sorry, no. We saw Boa get rested for the attack on the Koala. Sorry, we're trying to keep up with the turns here. And of course, we triggered the blocker on KO effect. We're gonna get rid of the Kikunoju. We see the heal coming out, and then the leader swing, and then pass turn. And we are at 10 Dawn turn. Awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder what Koala has here. Pretty big board, pretty big board.
Yeah, but don't forget the fact that Koala can spam that Kuma big boy with this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Dragon, definitely an important piece for Koala.
Yeah, without him, in my opinion, the deck would have been kind of mid, but the fact that this card exists and lets you pretty much on play, you simply place 3 Revolutionary Army type characters from trash to the bottom of your deck, so pretty much no cost in black. To search for a Rev Army.
And there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
We predicted it, absolutely.
Exactly.
We see the dragon coming out. We're going to be bottom decking 3 rev armies from our trash. I wonder what is going to be the play here. We do have the board full, so probably one of those searcher koalas. Oh, and yeah, there he is. Another Kuma.
Another Kuma.
It's like we're oracles. We're just predicting what yellow decks are doing. Just playing Kuma. It's wonderful.
I'm curious if we are going to see at least 4 Kumas this game.
I'm pretty sure, in total, I'm pretty sure we will. I'm pretty sure we will. All right, so we're going to see a koala swing here for the leader effect. So we get to draw a card. And we see that Nami leader effect coming out. She is a 7,000 base power until the end of the turn. A 7,000 swing gets countered out by 1k pudding. And that would be a pass.
Yes. A great turn.
Yeah.
Great turn.
Honestly, aggressive play from both players, but the fact that they're both are like 4 and 3 lives is kind of crazy to me, if you'd ask me, right?
Yes, and also that dragon play pretty much establishes the turn for the koala.
Yeah, absolutely. We see a 7k swing here into the koala leader. And we get, since he took the life, Nami leader effect comes into play. We don't need the Dawn attached for that one. And here comes the attached Dawn to the leader, just to guarantee next turn we can actually use that leader effect to become a 7k base. And now we see the Kozuki Oden.
The Kozuki Oden in action.
Yeah.
Oh, and it gets countered by Black Vortex. Okay.
And another one. Okay. Potentially we might not see as many Kumas as we thought we would.
Yeah, I'm guessing that it's going to pretty much be Kuma versus Oden violence.
Yeah, actually.
And also, don't forget the fact that the Black Vortex got used on the Oden means that even if it gets restood, it's gonna have minus 4,000 power,
which is pretty much makes it null.
Yeah.
Potentially the restand can kind of protect it, so it wouldn't be swung into next turn. Especially that we have like 8,000 power on dragon. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, the dragon immediately swinging. So we see the Otama counter here. And then another 8k into Oden. Yeah, we're definitely gonna chip down on that hand size for Nami.
Yep.
Another 8k. Yeah, oh, absolutely. We're farming all these 2ks. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's a great place to be for the koala. A lot of pressure, a lot of attacks.
Yeah. However, he is kind of on 2 lives, which now, the Nami player realizes like, okay, maybe potentially I am, my hand size is going quite small. Potentially taking a life would not be that bad of an issue. I am at full life.
Yeah, indeed. And also, don't forget that koala still has the blocker, the Nico Robin.
Yes, absolutely, which is always at disposal. So basically, koala is just taking life at her own digression. And
another dragon.
Another dragon. I wonder what are we replacing here, actually. That's going to be interesting. Since we have 2 Kumas. Potentially, we might see a Kuma just get recycled here. If there's another dragon play next turn, that would be crazy, no?
Yeah.
That would be actually crazy.
Okay, so no more Kumas in trash. What's going to be?
What is going to be replaced? So we see here 3 cards getting bottom decked for that dragon effect. Are we going to see a PRB Sabo? Is that the play? Or is it? Oh, it's a Nico Robin since he took the life. All right. Yes. So yeah, the dragon will get replaced. I think maybe the Kuma getting replaced here would have been the better play, potentially, just because of the fact that Nami has been so reluctant to swing into them.
I think that, yeah, that's a valid play. Although, I'm thinking that maybe Koala wants to make the opponent work for it. Like,
potentially, yeah.
Get that Kuma in my trash. I dare you.
Yeah. It's more of like a stare down right now. So like, if you don't deal with my Kumas, I will be annoying as heck with them.
And also, we forgot something.
Which is?
Nico Robin is not the Rev Army, but on the Dragon card it states Rev Army and Nico Robin.
And Nico, yeah, absolutely, very thematic. That's one thing about One Piece TCG that we all enjoy.
Yeah,
they try to keep it very thematic, right?
Yeah. The effects make sense.
Absolutely.
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah. So here we see that Oden getting the buff from Otama. Is it gonna be a restand angle?
I'm actually wondering.
We have 2 blockers on board. We're sorry for the glare, guys, that you see, but the card that's being right now, very whitish, it's another blocker, which is a Nico Robin. And we see a swing into life. We will take Sabo trigger, draw 2 cards, and potentially, was it trash 1? I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, draw 2, trash 1, Sabo trigger. It's quite interesting that we took the 6K though. That's kind of a bad indication of what do we have in hand. Do we have 2Ks?
Yeah, maybe.
So here we see the restand on the first Odin, which is surprising, right? Maybe we should have saved it. But we don't. We also have the Hiyori.
Exactly.
We also do have the Hiyori that we can definitely use for that
Bounce
restand.
back, yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna see another swing from the Odin. Oh man, this is tough. Yeah, definitely taking the 6K swing. I don't know. Maybe wasn't the most appropriate decision. Maybe Koala wasn't thinking that Nami is gonna go with that full aggression into life.
Yeah, so we know that the Koala has a 2K in hand.
Yeah.
Since he took the 2K Sabo, the
Yeah.
PRB2 one.
No, the 2K Sabo was actually a trigger.
Oh yeah?
It was triggered, yeah. You can see it in his trash. You can see it right below the Nico Robin. So it was
Okay.
triggered for the draw 2 trash 1, yeah.
Oh.
So
yeah.
here we see 3 cards being dropped for counter, putting us down to 4 cards in hand, getting the Odin swing, the plus 3,000 from Otama, taking Hiyori out for the restand, another swing, which might potentially bring us here down to 0 lives. With 2 Dawns open, we're gonna use Perform Femur, and that is going to be game.
Wow, I didn't expect the game to blast this short.
Actually, we didn't see any Kumas from the Nami side.
Yeah.
The 2 Odins, though, the 2 Odins made the dream work.
Yeah, I'm thinking that in the last turn, the Nami was like, okay, I'm gonna swing face and hope that opponent doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Or at least blocks to reduce the board.
Absolutely, and you can see, like, Nami, I think, was in a very comfortable position. He did have the Marco blocker from PRB in hand, so
Yeah.
any worst-case scenario, right, this doesn't work out, I'm just going to drop my second
my
blocker, and, you know, if you KO it, well, tough luck, I get to draw 2 cards.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
I mean, it was a very interesting game. The yellow on yellow violence.
Yellow on yellow violence, and mind you, the Nami did not play any Kumas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kuma legend has been dismantled.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's been a tough one.
Yeah, I was actually looking for the Kuma on Kuma.
Yeah, I was like, who's gonna break first and start
Yes.
swinging into the other Kuma, right?
Who's gonna get to 8 life first?
Yeah. You know who doesn't care about Kuma, right?
Me?
Ben Beckman.
Oh,
Absolutely. He trashes him.
yeah, indeed. Indeed.
So now, I guess this was a really good opening match. I wonder what our second match is going to be. Definitely some interesting matchups we got for you guys today. We will definitely not see 14 Zoros today.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. But yeah, it is a really great start.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great first game. To be honest, I wished it would have lasted a bit longer.
Yes, I completely agree.
Yeah. However, I don't want to see Zoro on Zoro. I don't know
Definitely,
about you.
yeah. I don't want to see Zoro on Zoro. It's like, yeah, let me just keep swinging twice every turn with those
Yeah.
3 Dons attached to me and a couple of Tashigis, potentially a Mihawk on board. I would definitely love to see some variety today, and definitely green on green is one of the least favorite matchups that I want to see today.
Yeah, it's also, in my opinion, the least entertaining matchup.
To watch, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically just you know, those YouTube videos where, you know, the 2 behemoths is just smacking each other, see
Yeah.
who faints first.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what a Zoro versus Zoro match is gonna be.
Yeah, it's pretty much a slapping
A
contest.
slapping contest, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Hopefully we don't see one, but you never know. Potentially in the final round. We did check the deck list of the players before we started the event today, and we do have some variety in there.
The variety is there.
Yeah. There's a Shanks.
There's
Shanks.
And I know how much you love
I
Shanks.
love Shanks. I have my boy Laurencio. He's representing all the Shanks players out there for the remainder of the 3 weeks before OP13 comes out, where my boy becomes absolutely irrelevant, but he will still have a place in our heart.
I mean, it's gonna still be fun. Maybe not top 10, but maybe a rogue deck.
Yeah, most likely he will
Yeah.
become a rogue deck, which is going to be interesting. A removal rogue deck, right?
Yeah.
A removal based rogue deck. That's going to be really nice to watch. So yeah, I guess now we're just waiting for the second round.
Yeah.
Any predictions?
Any predictions? So,
Or maybe something we'd like to see?
what I'd like to see. So, since I'm a huge Reiju player and enjoyer, I would like to see Reiju against Rally. Let's see who's gonna go fast.
Reiju against Rayleigh, that would be an interesting matchup. Two
Yeah.
very fast decks. Goes very aggressive into the opponent's life.
Yeah.
I guess one more advantage that Rayleigh has against Reiju is the fact that Rayleigh is not really reliant on finding that stage to be consistent.
Indeed.
Usually they do run over 12 searchers in the deck
Yeah.
to find those events, to find those Luffys. So yeah, it was. It would be a very interesting matchup to see. However, Reiju, if she does find that stage, hell hath no fury.
Man,
like Reiju's anger.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Man, if Reiju sees that stage, everything falls into place. She's gonna draw like 20 cards in the whole game and like go face.
Yeah.
Someone EGG go face.
Absolutely. So maybe that's a point that maybe we could like talk to our viewers about is the combinations of colors, right?
Yeah.
So again, dual color leaders do have that disadvantage of being at less lives, right? They don't have that extra life shield, potentially -1 card in hand. However, they do get access to the benefits of multiple colors, and especially if those colors do retain their original, characteristic, which,
Indeed.
yellow manipulating life, blue drawing card, purple ramping dawn. So purple-blue is a very interesting combination.
Yeah, definitely. Purple blue, in my opinion, is most of the time played very different, more towards a defensive style,
Yeah.
play style. However, I think it has potential to go a bit more aggressive depending on what purple cards you add in the deck.
Absolutely. And Reiju does have her own archetype,
Yes.
right? The Power Rangers, as you introduced me to them.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, you want to play Reiju? That's
Yeah.
wonderful. These are the Power Rangers.
I mean, the mechanic itself is amazing. Play the small guy, replace the small guy with a big bullshit, strong big guy, and go bananas from there on.
Yeah.
And also, let's not forget, Reiju, the leader ability is if you -1, you draw a card. It's not
Yes.
conditioned by anything.
Absolutely.
So potentially you can add any cards in the Reiju deck, even non-Supernova, even non-Germal cards.
Yeah.
And you can have
They're
the
so
effect
drawable.
happen.
Yeah, it's drawable.
Yeah.
Anything goes. And with the combination of the Reiju character as well, which was notorious back in the day with certain surgeons.
Yes.
That we shall not talk about to avoid any trauma to our viewers. Hi, Flavio.
Come on, man. Doing Flavio like that.
We're not bringing back trauma. I'm sorry. I am really trying to. In combination with other leaders, that draw engine was notorious for keeping your hand full all the time, just like by removing the Dawn if you have a Dawn removed, if you have, less Dawn than your opponent, on play, you get to draw that -1 Dawn gets you to draw from your leader, and the on play from Reiju coming from your trash, which is also, she was probably a counter or a trash card for your stage in the turn before that. So, yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
It's my favorite Gunoyer deck. That's
Same.
yeah.
But I would not call it Gunoyer deck. However,
Fair.
However, I love my Power Rangers.
Absolutely. Suit up and ready up.
Yeah, too bad it never got the support it needed to be more, I don't know, fast. For some reason, the support it got, is going towards a more defensive style, more slower approach to the deck, like with the new Ichiji blocker.
Yeah. Oh, we were very, very excited for that one until it flopped, right?
Yeah, no. In my opinion, if you play Rage, you need to go fast, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go fast or go home.
Yeah, I don't think there's room for control in that deck. It's more of let me just take you down to my level and beat you with experience.
Yeah, indeed.
Pretty much. Finding those baby EGGs to kind of bring out the 7-cost EGG from your trash or from your hand. Also, finding your stage is very important. I remember certain Reiju games where just because you didn't find the stage, you had no chance whatsoever. Finding
Yeah.
2 in life is very, very,
Very bad.
depressing.
Yeah.
And also, we do have the aspect of I didn't find any baby characters to don
Indeed.
minus,
Indeed.
right? If you are not minusing, I remember one specific game that it was a friendly game that I played with actually the koala player, Mihai, where I couldn't find any baby characters. So that pretty much denied me that don -1. It denied me the leader effect.
Yeah.
And, so sadly, I had to play a 7-cost EGG from hand.
Yeah, it definitely feels very bad, man.
Extremely, yeah. Absolutely.
Also, in a matchup against purple, depending on how fast your opponent's minuses down for effects, you can be in also a bad place.
That's actually a great point that you bring out, because not a lot of people do talk about that, especially like Grape Luffy, which tends to kind of de-ramp a
Yes.
lot. And if you don't have that Sanji pudding on board, bringing
Indeed.
back those active dons, it's kind of. It is an edge case. However, you can definitely see it. We do have a
Yeah.
Grape Luffy actually in the tournament today.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting matchup to see also, Reiju versus Grape Luffy.
Yeah, definitely. And don't forget about Reiju on Reiju matchups.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If your opponent can minus down faster than you, you're probably screwed.
I feel like you're the expert on that one. I
Yeah.
think the Don minus matchup is very interesting, but also who finds more Ichijis.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. It's pretty much a speedrun. You get paired against another Reiju, you gotta see those GGs. If you don't see them, you can pretty much GG third turn or fourth turn.
Absolutely. And also not finding the stage. Again, we keep talking about that German
Yeah.
Kingdom stage, which is, essential to that deck. So we went on and on about Reiju. We were initially talking about Reiju versus Rayleigh. So maybe
Yeah.
we can talk a bit about Rayleigh. The new OP12 leader, the Dark King himself, coming out, swinging.
Yeah, I think he's amazing.
I think so as well. I think it's a very fun deck to play,
Yes.
very consistent.
Yes.
I remember when the leaders initially got announced and we saw that, by the rules, you are not allowed to play characters that are above 4
Yeah.
cost. We got a little bit like, maybe this is disappointing.
Yeah, so pretty much by the rules, you cannot play Rayleigh into Rayleigh.
Yes, you cannot play the 8-cost
That's by
Rayleigh
far,
in
yeah.
Rayleigh, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
However, it kind of, again, going back to that thematic aspect of One Piece TCG, where, Rayleigh was the teacher of Luffy.
Yeah.
And basically, he's just teaching those little buddies. He's being that mentor.
Yeah.
Again, being thematic also to the whole of OP12.
Yeah, indeed.
Which is all about mentor and student, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the bond of master and disciple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much a great leader that can go very fast, very quick.
Yep.
That boa is amazing. For what 2 cost, you can add Rested Dawn. You can search for Luffy, and pretty much the Luffy is
In a lot of ways.
Yes, in pretty much the Luffy is the star of that deck.
Yeah, absolutely. The 4-cost Luffy coming in, dropping that. I'm going to show you 2 events.
Yes.
There's the legendary Itzaret aceste 2 evenimente.
Of course.
Absolutely. And then you go on about like, I'm going to buff my character and, I'm going to give Arrested Dawn to something. And I'm going to play another character from hand, which is that usually is the best play is the 3-cost Sanji from the Punk Hazard archetype, which comes in clutch as I'm going to swing a 6k at you for free next turn. And if you try to take it on your turn, well, guess what? I replenish my hand because I get to draw that card, right? Not as if that deck really needed to draw any cards, because usually those little bodies swinging at you, they're replacing themselves with the on-play, either the Buggy, the Shaki, the Nami. They're replacing themselves with the Search. The 2-cost Boa, also very essential. Searches a Luffy, searches an event, which is amazing. And also, she can swing, get herself into the trash so she can give those 2 Rested Dawn to something else to swing.
Yeah, indeed.
Very fast deck. Again, I think the main point is consistency, and also has the benefits of red monocolor, which
Indeed.
brings us at 5 lives.
Indeed. And also, you may think that, okay, so pretty much in that deck, everything you do requires you to show 2 events from your hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is not a very big thing, since you can show the same 2
events
cards.
as long as you don't choose them. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Talking about event cards, maybe we can tell our viewers about some of the events that kind of came with Rayleigh. So there's like 4 main ones.
Yeah,
right.
But before that, let me emphasize the fact that pretty much every event in that deck has 2 effects.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes, counter and on play. Almost all of them.
Yeah.
Or main, sorry, not on play. So they can be actually used during your turn or during the opponent's turn if you ever choose to.
So Which event should we
Let's
talk
start.
about?
So we were
first?
talking about searchers, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we can talk about observation hockey as a first one. So color of the observation hockey, which again I thought they named them a bit weird just because of the fact that we're starting with Supreme King hockey. Okay. So that actually is the centerpiece of that deck, I feel.
Yeah.
Rayleigh can take his lives. He can go down to 2 lives, absolutely no problem whatsoever. And then he can just bring out 4 or 3 color of the Supreme King hockey, which is, again, up to one of your characters or Silver's Rayleigh gains plus 2,000 power during this battle. So that's the counterpart.
Yes.
And then if you have a Dawn active, it gives you so much flexibility. If you have a Dawn active, you can rest that Dawn. All of your opponent's board gets minus 1,000 for the whole turn.
For the whole turn.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a huge effect for essentially a 0 cost card.
Actually, yeah, you can actually either use it as a 0 cost or as, I'm going to keep 1 Dawn and you don't know if I'm going to do it or not.
Yeah, indeed. And also, that resting Dawn you're doing for 1 is pretty much nothing, since you pretty much attach any rested Dawn to characters to activate their effects.
Well, since it's on your defensive turn,
Yeah.
it would have worked that way.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it's that much of a big deal to keep like a couple of Dawn open, just because of the fact that you can buff your character so much.
Yeah, no, definitely. You can bullshit, leaving 2 Dawns every turn if you don't have anything to do with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I've seen some decks running that one-off Radical Beam.
Yeah.
So it comes in clutch, so you think, okay, it's going to be a Conqueror's hockey, Color of the Supreme King hockey. Again, thanks Bandai. Yeah, Color of the Supreme King hockey. He's going to rest that Dawn, and he's going to give you like minus 1,000, so you play around it, and then, oh, surprise, wait, it's a Radical Beam.
It's a Radical Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bit of a PTSD regarding that card, since I got a red beam like 5 times.
Oh.
And afterwards I asked my opponent, by the way, by different opponents, and afterwards I asked my opponent, okay, how many copies of this card you
It's
do
one.
have? It's 1. I
It's
was like,
one.
you lucky motherfucker.
Yeah, you have so many. Honestly, I don't think it's even luck, because Rayleigh does have the capability of going through his deck.
Yeah.
Right? Depending
Yeah,
on the
that's-
matchup, especially if he's playing against an uber defensive matchup, right? But yeah, Scholar of the Supreme King hockey, amazing card. Maybe we can talk about the 3 other events. So we're gonna talk about observation hockey, color of observation, or actually color of arms we're gonna bring up. So color of arms, again, very interesting card. It kind of has that Gatling feel to it.
Yeah.
Where you get to give 1 active Dawn to your leader, and you can give your leader another 1,000. So it basically switches 1 Dawn to 2 Dawn value.
Yeah. Yeah, it's leader locked. However, it's only going to play in that deck, going to be played in that deck.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. And also the counter aspect, as we said, there is that flexibility, main or
Of course.
counter.
course.
And then we have observation, I guess, is the third one, which basically is, guess what? It's another searcher.
it's another searcher.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah, and it gives an active Dawn. So it basically is a 1-cost searcher that, it's going to give you 1,000 this turn. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to UP Luffy. You like those 6,000 K-swing.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty much, okay, you pay 0 and you have this.
Yeah, and you get a card. Card replaces itself,
Yes.
and you get an active Dawn. It's wonderful. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
And sometimes this specific card does search the last event that Rayleigh, got, which is To Never Doubt. That is power.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Sometimes you just your opponent is at 0 lives, he's keeping up all these blockers, and he forgot he's playing against Rayleigh, and I feel very bad for him. So you waste no value whatsoever. You literally use the event 0 cost, attach that active Dawn to your leader so that your swing is already 6, and then you whip out that To Never Doubt, that is power, which makes it an unblockable attack, which can potentially go up to 16,000, depending on if you had an armament hacky that you decided to play, or some other buffs, maybe, another event, if you so choose to play some tech cards. Tech cards are interesting aspect also in
Yeah.
decks. Yeah. Not all decks are born the same, let's say that.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's going to be very interesting now to see this second round. I'm not sure how long is it going to be until we get to that one. but I'm really crossing my fingers for a Reiju.
Yeah, same.
5 minutes, okay.
5 minutes. Yeah, so I don't know. I actually okay. So we thought about it. We are not. We're not big fans of Zoro or
Yeah.
the Zoro matchup. only if it's against Rayleigh. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Zoro versus Rayleigh is
Yeah.
it's a bloody one. It's a bloody one, that one. Rayleigh tries to go as fast as possible, you know, try to get that Zoro out of the match, out of resources before he get to do your let me rest your stuff and then swing twice at you. Which is, again, Rayleigh is absolutely fine with taking life, and, you know, whatever characters you're going to take off board, that Rayleigh is going to just replenish next turn, especially, you know, with the abundance of searchers that he has access to. And again, Rayleigh does have a star card in that matchup, which is very interesting. It's our one and only Buggy.
Buggy, yeah, the OPO
2, I think. OPO 2 or OPO 3?
Yeah, it's the OPO 2 searcher that can look for red events.
Which is,
especially.
again, wonderful for Rayleigh. So, yeah. He's one cost. He is 3,000 base power, which basically can mean that your leader effect by itself will make it a swingable body. And then, not only that, he cannot be KO'd by slash characters, which, guess what?
Yeah, that's a great addition and very low accurate since Baggy pretty much cannot be cut.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and actually, he can be cut, but he won't die from that.
True. And I think the only card, in Zoro's deck that usually run that isn't slash, that would be like the Tashigi, the 2K Tashigi.
The 2K Tashigi, yeah.
Yeah, she's
actually,
special. No, I don't think she's special. I think it's what was it? The same as Luffy. Strike. It's strike, right? Because it's Smoker's body.
Yes.
So they kept it again lore accurate. And I think the other swingable body that can take care of that Buggy is the Holy Perona. The searcher, she's special. Yeah, she's special. However, you do need to invest that Dawn into it, so kind of cripples the Zoro's turn.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I mean, Green Zoro should have some bad spots, some bad picks, since the deck can go bananas if it's glad to do that, pretty much.
Yeah. Again, I have a love-hate relationship with Zoro. I think Zoro is a great character. I think the deck is a bit unfair. However, since it's bullying UP Luffy, I'm very fine with that.
Yeah, so it's pretty much bully.
Yeah, actually, it's gonna be a triangle meta for a while now, especially also in OP13. We do have Emu.
Cannot
Ace.
wait, man. Cannot wait for Emu. Zoro is finally gonna get punished by a deck.
That is correct. However, if I may play the devil's advocate a bit, talking about identity of colors. Right?
Yeah.
Black being, you know, I'm going to manipulate my trash. I'm going to give minus cost. I am going to remove based on cost. You know, green being, I'm going to rest. You know, yellow, life manipulation, etc. I feel like Emu is a bit out of that color identity. However, it is Emu, right?
Yeah, sure. But, I mean, Emu still has some traits from the black color. I mean, you pretty much have to add all of your cards, all of your elder cards to trash.
Yes.
So you can use the 10 cast and summon them back and buff them. So I mean, that's a black thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw Emu trash 13 cards by its second or third turn, which was crazy.
Actually, I did that as well multiple times by the third turn. Yeah, but because if you have the empty throne stage and you trash like 16,
19 was it?
I think 17 or 18 cards.
Okay, which was against thematic due to the nations, right?
Yeah, exactly. Your leader can become 6,000 powers.
Yeah,
only during your turn.
Which
unfortunately.
Which again, I still think it's crazy, right? And also the fact that we got Dotgorose coming in, each with their own effect, which is crazy. Like blocker, blocker removal.
Yeah.
All your girls say 7,000. We got Ichiji at home, right?
Yeah, and they pretty much all complement each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So that 10 drop is going to be absolutely notorious in the upcoming meta for us. I'm pretty sure it already is in Japan and Asia. So it's going to be absolutely... do I want to say wonderful meta? I don't think it's going to be a wonderful meta. I think it's going to be a very, very tough meta to play and accommodate to, just because of the fact that we're used to kind of more toned down stuff.
Toned down, yeah, chill. It's going to be a triangle meta, and I mean, definitely we can see the fact that Bandai is going to push a bit of power creep.
Yeah.
Little by little.
I think we're a bit over a bit, I think, since OP11,
yeah,
I think.
a bit each set since
Yeah.
OP11, yeah. And I don't know, most games do that. I can see the reason why. Next year we're gonna have that big rotation for the first 4 sets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot more beginner friendly.
It is.
Yeah.
Rotation is always, a good thing, especially for new players.
It's pretty much a refresher.
Yeah. However, it's more of a matter of most of the staple cards have already been reprinted.
Yeah.
So we kind of know what's going to survive that rotation.
Yes.
Right? And we do have EB03 that's coming out, which is, again, shout out to all my gooners out there.
You didn't say anything, man.
I saw nothing. Hey,
No.
I saw nothing. It is gonna bring in. It is gonna bring in more support for potentially new decks that we're not aware of, especially now with the thematic that's coming out, which is seven warlords. P14.
Yeah.
We heard Skypiea is gonna be the theme of
OP15.
15. Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. I'm personally very excited about Roger. So Roger is gonna be my boy, and then we're gonna ramp together, and everybody's gonna ramp, and then we're gonna laugh, and we're gonna find Laughdale.
Yeah, we're gonna ramp together.
We're gonna ramp together. Everybody's gonna hold hands. We're gonna ramp together and sing Kumbaya. Absolutely.
Yeah, we all ramp together.
Everybody's ramping out here.
Yeah.
And what's really good with ramping? You come on the back when you ramp.
Goddamn.
Absolutely. There we go. Counter number 1, Andre.
Right. Add one.
Add 1 there.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
See you in 5 minutes.
See you in 5 minutes, guys.